Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 18-yard line.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket, and he wisely will throw that one away.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs, so those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there on the run.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Murray.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays who are the freshest guys. Pep in their step.
Inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's ETN. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now Murray off play action. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Murray. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Kill. Check the backer.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll run with ETN. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
A 50-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He'll have a first down past the 40, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 21, Jaguars 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch that in, tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Check 50.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On second and 12, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's just Me and you. Out, 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 out. Check 3.
Omaha.
Now Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Get wide.
Omaha.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift. Hey, check. Mike 21. Check.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So that'll back him up 5. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray back near his goal line. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Play fake. Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down at 5.
Murray now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Calls.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Murray again.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
We got green.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Throwing again, Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Murray off play action. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Murray now on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
2nd and 10.
Come on.